If you're trying to eat healthier in 2023, I got you with this Chipotle chicken bowl you can make from scratch, just like you can get at the restaurant. You can either use this to meal prep or to feed your family and friends and whoever you want. I'm really into organic food, so I tried to use all organic ingredients. It was about 95% organic, but of course, if you want to save more money, you can choose not to do that. Without further ado, let's just get into the video and get into that value. All right, guys, we're marinating the chicken for the Chipotle chicken. Saying chicken a lot. Chicken. You need 4 garlic cloves, which I've already chopped up. Next, you need these Chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. Let's just put the garlic in there. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 2 teaspoons of salt. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we're moving to the big boy territory where we need tablespoons. So it's 1 tablespoon of the smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, liquid gold right there. Lastly, we will put the chilies inside. Now it's really important that we just use 4 of the peppers that are in here. After that, you just put the rest of the sauce in here. Adding the 2/3 water. All right, now we're going to just blend that up. 1 to 2 minutes. This recipe normally is supposed to be for about this amount of chicken, which is about like 4 or 5, but we're doing double. Remember, we're trying to do all organic, so these are organic chicken thighs. Alright, normally when you marinate chicken, people use the giant Ziploc bags. Unfortunately, we don't have any, so this is another alternative you guys can do. I'll start off by putting a little bit of the sauce marinade on the bottom. Then I'll put the first batch of chicken. The top's all coated, beautiful. Kind of do the same for all of this right here. Make sure it's all in there. Coat with more of the marinade on the top of these. Then I'll add more chicken. And then now, let's open the second bag. Now we still have a lot of marinade left. We just cover the rest of that, just like that. Boom, just make sure everything's all covered. To kind of simulate a Ziploc bag, we'll just cover this with like saran wrap and push as much air out as possible. Put this hot like this. All right, now we just put it in the fridge overnight and just let it marinate. Whether it's 24 hours or 8 hours, doesn't matter, you pick.
The next day.
We're making the pico de gallo right here. And the most important thing is your knife is sharp and you cut everything the same size. So what we're gonna do here though is cut these into 4s like so. And we wanna get rid of this middle juicy part because that's what kind of messes everything up. So just slice it out like that. You can either eat this or throw it away. I'm gonna eat it. It tastes good.
Come bring your mama one of them
tomatoes. You're gonna always want to use Roma tomatoes, not heirloom tomatoes, no other kind of tomato, just use Roma tomatoes. I'm gonna cut about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. That should feed about, I don't know, like 8 people. So we're gonna add all the chopped tomatoes into this bowl right here. Alrighty, we're cutting onions now. And we're gonna actually cut it similar way how we did the tomatoes. Just because it'll help us get more consistent size. But you don't have to do it this way. You can do it the traditional dicing way that they usually teach.
I'm taking over briefly because my husband is crying from the onions. So you don't want too much onions or tomatoes, just even amount for both.
I don't want to put too many jalapenos because not everyone likes super spicy. Just enough to keep it interesting. Alright, there's some people who don't like to cut the cilantro and just put it in there. I like to cut it a little bit, at least into like little quarters. Like that, and then that should be enough. Sprinkle it, sprinkle it, sprinkle it. Mix it, give it a good mix. Alright, if it's juicy, you just need 1. If it's dry, maybe 2. This is a juicy lime, so just go like this a little bit. So we just need 1 lime. Alright, we're just gonna salt this by eye. Don't put too much, because you can always put it later. Should be good. White onions this time for the beans. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Put in the garlic. We got black beans here. They're organic. That's the most important part. We got the can and the box. Try to avoid cans as much as possible. In this case, we got both and we're gonna combine both of them. I used to dump out the juice that was in here, but I realized might as well keep it because it evaporates and you won't have to add water later on. Like I said, try to avoid cans as much as possible, but sometimes that's all they have, so open it up just like this.
Perfect.
2 bay leaves. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, but I hate parsley, I'm gonna skip that. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. 1 teaspoon paprika. Salt. And 1 lime. Manhandle that thing. Struggling.
Okay, so we're gonna cook the beans until the water evaporates. Alright, so this is the rice that we're gonna use for our Chipotle bowl. Organic white long grain rice. This is 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. This whole bag is about 5 cups. So we're gonna put 6 cups of water in here.
Alright, we're just gonna put a couple tablespoons of olive oil. We're just gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes. About half a cup. Just mix this so it's even. Lemon. Alright squad, guac time. I have 4 guacamoles here. I mean 4 avocados here. And we're gonna cut, and yes, I only have 1 of these black gloves left. So let's just slice these in half. Slice it along the core. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Alright, so that's our first avocado. Avocado 3. Ugly seed right there. Guys, I had a brain fart and I only got 3 avocados. We should have 4. Darn it. I just use a spoon to get the meat out. Like moi. And then I put it in the bowl over here. Alright, got mismatched gloves now. Can't believe I only got 3 avocados. It's messing with me more than you guys know. Red onion time again. Alright, let's do this. I'm not using any technique whatsoever right now.
I'm gonna mash these avocados.
Missing jalapeno. APB on a jalapeno.
I feel like that was the fastest way to smash guac is with your hands.
We have found the jalapeno. Alright, we're just cutting the jalapeno for the guac. Sorry, we already cut the slices, so we're putting all the dry ingredients in here. So the onions are here, jalapenos are in here. A bunch of cilantro. Finely chopped. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's do 1 more pass through. Alright, that should be good. That looks finely chopped to me. The reason why we do it separately like this is because we don't want to mash the onions and jalapeno because it's all about texture and getting some crunch, you know? Alright, 1.5 limes. I think these limes are really old and rotten. Yeah, these limes are no good.
That's offensive.
We have a brand new fat big one right here.
That's offensive.
Alright, I'm just gonna put this straight into the guac. Ooh, look at that lime juice. Alright, 1 more half. Alright, half a tablespoon of salt. And you can always add more later, so don't sweat it. Now let's add all the dries. Now all we gotta do is mix this beautiful bad boy.
Romaine lettuce. First fold the lettuce like this.
I remember that beautiful marinade we made the other day? Well, it's ready. Oh, that's heavy. Obviously, ideally, you'd want to use some kind of grill, but we don't have a grill. We just got a skillet, so don't mind those little marks from the dishwasher. Anyway, let's open up the chicken. Looking pretty good, huh? Alrighty, so again, make sure you like unwrap the whole chicken. Put it on there. That's a big one right there. Let's put 1 more. So this is gonna be our first batch. Cover it with this lid.
Oh my gosh! It scared me!
Get the rice, you know, look. Like Chipotle. Then you get some chicken. Damn, I'm greedy, so I got a little more. Some guac.
There's not that much guac.
And then your lettuce.
You've never been to Chipotle?
And then the Pico.
Oh, I see.
It would make a Korean advertisement.
Is it good?
Very good.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and as you can see, it's a lot of food. Obviously we made it that day to feed our friends, but not only is this a relatively easy thing to make for parties or for groups of people or your friends, this is a great healthy alternative that you can make for meal prepping. Obviously if we weren't feeding our friends, we would have probably been eating that all week for lunch. So hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you had any questions about this entire recipe. Until next time, stay vigilant. See you guys later.
Chicken